Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Welcome back to Incredible Journeys, Brands and Leaders. Our next story today is of a Lucknow-based milk and dairy products brand that is in fact very popular for its fresh products. Gyan Dairy, that has been in the business for over 13 years now and has now become a 1,000 crore rupee enterprise. And in these unprecedented times, let's find out how Gyan Dairy is harnessing technologies to march ahead. Take a look.
Gyan Dairy commenced its journey in 2007, starting out as a small dairy outlet in India's city of Nawabs, Lucknow. Offering a diverse portfolio of 17 delightfully fresh, pure and delicious dairy products, Gyan Dairy uses the milk directly supplied by over 1 lakh dairy farmers. With an exceptional back-end support, Gyan Dairy boasts of a strong 600+ team working tirelessly in an endeavor to gain the trust of countless Indian families and to be known as the most loved dairy brand in India.
And now to tell us more about Gyan Dairy, I'm joined by the leadership team, Jay and Anuj Agarwal, brothers, first-generation entrepreneurs and directors in the company. Jay and Anuj, thank you so much for joining us on Incredible Journeys, Brands and Leaders. Of course, it's been tough times for businesses around the world. Milk, in that sense, is an essential commodity. So first, Jay, give us a sense of, how business has been in these unprecedented times. What are the changes you've seen on the demand as well as the supply side? How did you ensure smooth supply, particularly through successive lockdowns?
Yeah, hi Mridu. Thank you for having us. As this pandemic situation started in India, there was a huge disruption in terms of supply and demand both. On the demand front, I would say that the consumers got spooked out. The hotel, restaurant, catering business was shut down. That actually constituted a big part of the dairy demand. People stayed away from ice creams and cold beverages like dahi and lassi, since it was peak summer, and this was the segment that actually spurred the whole demand scenario. So there was a lot of disruption there. On the supply front, the milk supply became surplus, and due to the glut at the front end in terms of demand, there was a huge challenge managing this excess milk. So we had to convert it into milk powder and store it, and there was a lot of inventory build-up. So we faced huge challenges in the first 2 months. But I would say the biggest challenge that we faced during the pandemic was the insecurity of the employees. So we quickly sprung up into action, and we reassured our employees and our leadership team actually went down, and they assured the employees that there will be no job losses and there will be no pay cuts. So we actually circumvented this challenge by actually creating a positive atmosphere.
Anuj, I know that you're also very passionate about technology. You've launched the Gyan Fresh app that helps consumers order milk to their doorstep. What else have you been doing over the last 6 months? The pandemic has, in a way accelerated digital transformation across organizations around the world. At Gyan Dairy, how have you been harnessing emerging technologies?
So previously people were very comfortable going out to buy milk, and they would go interact with people. But now suddenly with pandemic, this thing changed. So we had been trying to get this, our Gyan Fresh app. It was under the proof of concept. We were really not sure about going ahead with it. But suddenly during pandemic times, we realized that now from luxury, it has converted to a necessity. And that really helped us. It increased the numbers. It created a positive environment in the company. And we suddenly realized that it is a new vertical that can actually be scaled up to significant heights. Procurement, the machines that we have, where the farmers are supposed to give us milk, are connected through the network, and we can have real-time monitoring of the data of the farmer's milk. Similarly, in logistics, we have the digital locks. We have a bidding system to optimize our logistics cost. While in human resource, we realized that people do not want to use biometric machines. They do not want to come to office for trainings. So we implemented a software to automate this entire process, right from learning to the attendance and to payroll management. Similarly, at the front end, we engaged in technology for monitoring the sales efficiency of the manpower. And on top of all these things, we implemented an ERP, SAP, to actually take care of all these challenges and bridge all these solutions.
Absolutely, technology has been a savior for all of us during the pandemic, whether it's business or personal life. But Jay, give us a sense of your manufacturing facilities. I believe you have state-of-the-art infrastructure in terms of manufacturing. Give us a sense of what that's about. And also, at this point in time, are you operating at full capacity, and any expansion plans in the near future?
I can easily say that we are having one of the best manufacturing facilities in North India in terms of private sector. Khoya is one thing that is into a very unorganized segment, and we intend to bring it into an organized segment, and we are in the process of setting up country's largest Khoya manufacturing unit. This is the plan going ahead. And in terms of operating capacity, I would say that we have an installed capacity of almost 11 lakh liters per day, and we are operating at higher capacity than last year.
And Anuj, you collect milk from over 1 lakh farmers. You have over 2,600 village collection centers. Now, during a pandemic like this one, how challenging has it been to maintain all these norms of constant sanitization, social distancing? Because I imagine that at this scale, this would have been a pretty challenging time for you all.
Once the pandemic struck, so initially we were very scared at how the entire things would be managed. But that is the beauty of having a team which is committed, and all of us got together and we realized that eventually we will have to do it. And so we implemented those social distancing measures while collecting milk in the villages. Also, we made sure that the people come in shifts. They do not come, all of them do not come together. In terms of operations, also we made sure that whatever possible thing can be done from work from home, whatever thing can actually be done using technology, that is something that we made an effort to. And but at the end of it, actually it was the people and their commitment to the cause. So the cause is very simple, that we have to deliver fresh and pure milk to every household.
Right. And your vision 2025 is to be India's most loved dairy brand. So Jay, you've kept your presence limited to UP mostly, and you've recently added Bihar as well. What is the scale up plan as far as different geographies are concerned? And in the next 3 to 5 year plan, give us a sense of what Gyan Dairy is going to be up to in terms of expansion.
So our strategy right from the start has been to service the underserviced markets, to go for a blue ocean strategy. We are operating more in central and eastern parts of UP, where there were not many quality manufacturers for dairy products, and that has been the mainstay of our success. And now we are expanding into Bihar. And going ahead, we intend to go for the whole of West Bengal and the northeastern states.
And Anuj, beyond the numbers, what is the legacy that you all wish to create for Gyan Dairy in the long run? And this is, of course, a very chaotic, very unorganized and very, very competitive sector today. So, when you look at the long-term vision, what is it that you wish to create as a legacy for this company?
There are still products like paneer, there are still products like khoya, which 99% of the market share is still unorganized. So going forward, our single point agenda would be to shift this market from an unorganized segment to the organized segment, and simultaneously creating value for the farmers and all the stakeholders involved in this thing. So that is the kind of vision that we have for the company in the next 5 years.
And I know that you all also believe in doing business with a big heart. So Jay, give us a sense of, how Gyan Dairy gives back to society. I know that you have a multitude of CSR initiatives. Give us, some information about the top 2 or 3 initiatives.
So in terms of education, we are actually into educating at least 8,000 students in the rural parts of UP. In fact, our native district, that is Farrukhabad. So we have many schools running there, and we are educating 8,000 students. We actually have set up very good quality effluent treatment plants in our factory, and in the next 5 years we intend to become water positive. Now that is a big achievement for the dairy industry if it comes through. Other than that, we have set up at least more than 500 kilowatts of solar power capacity. We have also set up turbines and using biofuel. So I think going ahead in the next 5 years, we also plan to become energy neutral.
Thank you, Anuj and Jay, for joining us on Incredible Journeys. It's been a pleasure talking to both of you. Wishing you very good luck for the future, and may all of us come out safe out of these unprecedented times. Well, that's a wrap of this episode of Incredible Journeys, Brands and Leaders. We'll be back next time with lots more. Till then, thank you for joining us. Stay safe. Goodbye.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.